Right. Well, Modernism Week is about in its 15th year, I think. I'm not exactly sure. And my firm is also in about its 15th year. We kind of started at the same time. I can recall when I was very first in business, and somehow I was lucky enough to be doing the house for the in LA for the ex-wife of a major action star. And she called me. It was a 1950s house, and she called me one day and said, "Christopher, it's the antique show in Palm Springs this weekend, and I'll come out, right?" And I'm looking up like, what is this, Modernism Week antique show? And I think it was even called Week back then because it was just a weekend. And I'm looking it up, and as she's talking about, like, "Oh, darling, yes, of course, you must come out. We'll go shopping. It'll be fabulous." But like, she taught me about it, and that's just only 14, 15 years ago, when it really was just a vintage antique show. But it was some of the best dealers in the country, and to watch it grow into this 10-day explosion of design, I feel like we kind of grew up together, Modernism and I. When I approached them 5 years ago about the idea of a show house, I didn't think they'd say yes, and they did. And now it's their single biggest fundraiser because it's a capacity event. But if I had to give advice to a designer who's looking at doing a show house in their city, I think it takes a lot of time. It's very expensive. It's very time consuming. And so I think I would be true to yourself, but also work with the clients if there are clients, and call in your team and your brands you use and vendors you use, because it can be really expensive. And if and if you're giving business to one wallpaper hanger or one upholsterer or one whomever, call them and ask for that favor, because if it gets you business, it's going to get them business, and if they're smart, they're going to get it. So try to make it as cheap for yourself if you can, but still be proud of it. I think make a statement but be tasteful at the same time. Like Michael Berman, the porthole is a statement, that wall is a statement, but it's still something that you could live with. And I think if you want to get business out of it, make it what you would want to live with, because that's what you do. So I would say almost treat yourself as the client if you can, and just do what you like. What makes you and your brand unique? What would you want to live this with if it was your home? And probably someone's going to walk in and also want to live with it if you've done that for yourself.